under averages, there are different types of averages. One is the simple average. So when the importance or the weightage of the observations are different, we'll consider in the form of weightage or weighted average. Clearly they have mentioned his average after the 10th inning decreased by 5 when he scores a 0. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Today in this session, we are going to study about the new chapter, averages. So let us see the weightage of this chapter. So from this chapter, you can expect one multiple choice question and one long answer for 3 marks. So that is overall 2 questions for 4 marks in this chapter. So very simple concept of averages. So let us see what do you mean by averages. So today we'll learn averages and its types. Now averages is nothing but it's a set of all observations where it is equivalent to the sum of observations divided by number of observation. For example, if you have a certain values x2, x1, x3, etc. until x number. So the sum of all these x, so we always denote it by summation x. So summation denotes the sum of all this, which we have learnt in arithmetic and geometric series. So now we have x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus until xn divided by number of terms 1, 2, 3 until n. So n number of terms. So this will give you the average. So which is nothing but sum of observations divided by total number of observation. So this is nothing but averages. Now under averages, there are different types of averages. One is the simple average. So example for a simple average is this itself. Suppose consider a student scores 70 in his first test and 80 in his second test out of 100. Now what is the average score in the 2 tests? So that is given by 70 plus 80 divided by 2, which is equal to 150 by 2, which is equal to 75. So this is nothing but average, which is denoted by x bar, so which is capital X. So this is an example of simple average. So the next thing is we have weighted average. So when all the observations are not of a same weightage or not given an equal importance, then the weightage average is calculated. Assume that a student have one mathematics textbook and one business studies textbook. So that is one mathematics textbook and one business studies textbook. The cost of maths book was 20 rupees and the cost of business book was 15 rupees. Now what is the average cost of these 2 books? Then it is given by the total cost of all books, that is one maths book of cost 20 and one business studies textbook of cost 15 divided by how many books? So 2 books. So which is 20 plus 15 divided by 2, which is equal to 35 divided by 2. So which is equal to 17.5 in terms of rupees. So this is the average cost of the 2 books. Similarly here the numbers can be increased with the same cost. So here we can see here the distributions of the observation is given of different weightage. So when the importance or the weightage of the observations are different, we'll consider in the form of weightage or weighted average. The next thing is it's a combined average. Combined average is also a same case in terms of the weightage average, but here it is the average of all the average observation assigned to a certain group. For example, a group of 12 girls have the average height of 4 feet. So 12 girls have the average height of 4 feet here. And 8 boys, so 8 boys have the average weight of 5 feet. Then what is the combined average of these 2? So here it is a group. So a group of girls and a group of boys, which is already having an average height of 4 feet and 5 feet. So here this is again calculated in terms of weightage average, but with the average. So here I'll consider this as x1, x2 and number of girls as n1 and this as n2. So then this is given by x1 bar n1 plus x2 bar n2 whole divided by n1 plus n2 here. So therefore here x1 bar is 4, number of girls is 12, x2 bar is 5, number of boys is 8 and here it is 12 plus 8. So we have here 12 fours are 48, 5 eights are 40 divided by 20. So this will become 88 by 20 which is 4.4 feet. So that is average height of both boys and girls are 4.4 feet. So these are the three types of averages basically we used for calculation purpose. So the first one is the simple average. The second one is weighted average. And the third one is combined average. So here it's a simple calculation. For example, the scores which students take in their examination. So weightage average is the cost of a books where all the books have a different cost value, and combined average is a average where different averages is already assigned to certain groups. Next, we'll take a problems here. The height of the 10 girls in dance class are 90 centimeter, 95 centimeter, 100, 98, 102, 110, 105, 97, 102, 99 in centimeters. Find the average height. So here we are going to use the concept of simple average, that is sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. They have clearly given here 10 girls. So therefore the simple average is always summation of x divided by n. So summation of x means add all these numbers, 90 plus 95 plus 100 plus 98 plus 102 plus 110 plus 105 plus 97 plus 102 plus 99 whole divided by 10. So that is equal to 998 by 10, which is equal to 99.8 centimeter. So this is the average height of the 10 girls. Next one, the average age of 10 boys in a class is 13 years. What is the sum of their ages? We know that the average is given by summation of all the observation divided by the total number of observation. Now the average age of 10 boys in a class is given, that is average is given, that is 13. Summation is not given, but the number of boys is given, which is 30. So sum of their ages is nothing but sum of the observation. So therefore summation x is equal to 13 into 10, which is equal to 130. Since we are talking about the age here, it is 130 years. Next question. The average score of 20 boys is 60% and average score of 30 girls is 70%. Find the combined average score. So the combined average is denoted by x12 bar. So it is assigned to two different groups here. So let me consider this as x1 bar n1 plus x2 bar n2 whole divided by n1 plus n2. So x1 bar is 60%. So let me take it as 60. N1 is number of boys, which is 20. X2 bar is 70. N2 is 30 whole divided by number of boys plus number of girls. Now this is 1200 plus 2100 whole divided by 50. So which is equal to 3300 divided by 50. So when we calculate this, we will get 66%. So this is the combined average score. Next, the average age of 7 members of a family is 18 years. If the head of the family is excluded, the average age of the rest of the members would fall to 13 years. What is the age of the head of the family? Now let us take the average age of 7 members is equal to 18. Now then, the sum of their ages will be equal to 18 into 7, which is equal to 126 years. Now one person is excluded, that is the head of the family. Then the average of 6 members falls to 13. Then the sum of their ages will be equal to 13 into 6, which is equal to 78 years. So therefore, the age of the head of the family is equal to 126 minus 78, which is equal to 48 years. So here we are using the concept of summation x is equal to x bar into n. So they have given the averages along with the family members. So by taking the sum of their ages and by taking the difference, we can identify the age of the head of the family. Next question. A batsman finds that by getting out for a duck in the 11th inning of his test matches, his average score of the previous 10 innings decreased by 5 runs. What is his average after the 11th innings? Now let us take the average score of 10 innings is equal to x. Then the total score is equal to 10 into x. Let me take this as equation 1. Next, the average score of 11 innings is equal to x minus 5. It is decreased by 5. So therefore, the total score is equal to 11 into x minus 5, which is equal to equation 2. Now, so total run in 11th inning will be equal to the difference of the total score of 11th innings minus the total score in the 10th innings. That is equation 2 minus equation 1. That is equal to 11 into x minus 5 minus 10x. Now the total run here scored is in the 11th innings is a duck, that is a 0 runs. So 0 is equal to 11x minus 55 minus 10x. So next we have 0 is equal to x minus 55. So therefore x is equal to 55. So therefore the average after the 11th innings was x is equal to 55. So this implies x is equal to 55. So what is this x? X is the average score in the 10th innings. So clearly they have mentioned his average after the 10th inning decreased by 5 when he scores a 0. So therefore the average after 11th innings is equal to 55 minus 5, which is equal to 50. So which is x minus 5. Next question. A school runs in a morning and afternoon shift and employs of 40 teachers. The average salary of 25 teachers working in the morning shift is 2,800 and the average salary of teachers working the afternoon shift is 3,000. Find the average salary of the teachers in the school. Second, the average salary is 5 teachers shifted from morning to afternoon shift. So first, the average scores of the teachers and the salary is given. So let us take N1. So N1 is equal to 25. Now the average salary of 25 teachers is 2,800. Next N2 is given. So who works in the afternoon shift? So that is 40 minus 25, which is equal to 15. So X2 bar is 3,000. Now the average score will be equal to X1 bar into N1. So that is 2800 into 25 plus 3000 into 15 whole divided by 25 plus 15, which is equal to 40. Now this is equal to 70,000 plus 45,000 whole divided by 40, which is equal to 2875 in terms of rupees. The next question they says, so for the same average salary, if they shift 5 teachers from morning to afternoon, then there will be 20 teachers in the morning shift as well as 20 teachers in the afternoon shift. Then we need to calculate the average score. So then the average score X bar becomes 2800 into 20 plus 3000 into 20 whole divided by 40. So which is equal to 56,000 plus 60,000 whole divided by 40. So this will give you an average of 2,900 in terms of rupees. Next question. The average age of Ashok and Abdul is 45 years. The average age of Abdul and Anthony is 50 years. And the average age of Anthony and Ashok is 35 years. Find the age of Abdul, Ashok and Anthony. So let me take the age of Ashok as X, Abdul as Y and Anthony as Z. So from the given data, they have given X plus Y is equal to 45. X plus Y by 2 is equal to 45, which implies X plus Y is equal to 90. Next, they have given Y plus Z by 2. Average age of Abdul and Anthony is 50. So therefore, Y plus Z will become 100. Next, we have average age of Anthony and Ashok. So that is equal to 35. So therefore, we will get Z plus X is equal to 35. So let me consider these three as equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Adding all the three equations, I will get 2x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to an average age of Anthony and Ashok is equal to 35, which implies Z plus X is equal to 70. Let me consider this as equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Adding all the three, I'll get 2x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 260. Next, dividing 2 by entire equation, I'll get x plus y plus z is equal to 130. Now, I know from equation 2, y plus z is nothing but 100. Substituting here, I'll get x plus 100 is equal to 130. So, therefore, x is equal to 30. Now, what is this x? X is the age of Ashok. So, therefore, Ashok's age is 30 years. Now, using the equation x plus y is equal to 90. So, we have 30 plus y is equal to 90. So, y is equal to 60. What is y? Y is the age of Abdul. So, therefore, Abdul's age is 60. Now, again, using the equation z plus x is equal to 70. We get z plus 30 is equal to 70, z is equal to 40. So, what is z? Z is the age of Anthony. So, therefore, Anthony's age is equal to 40 years. Next question. A bookseller bought 228 notebooks at an average price of rupees 8.50, in which 80 books he bought at 7.50 rupees each and 84 books at 10.50 each. Find the price of the remaining books per unit. So, the average price of all the books is given. So, that is X bar is given, which is equal to rupees 8.50. Now, we have 80 books. Let me take this as N1. 80 books whose cost is 7.50 each. And 84 books whose cost is 10.50 for each book. Next, we need to calculate the remaining books. So, the remaining books is 228 minus 80 plus 84. So, this is equal to 64 books. Now, what is X3? I need to calculate. So, the cost per unit of 64 books. Now, we know that X bar can be written as X1 N1 plus x2 n2 plus x3 n3 whole divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. So denominator indicates the total number of books, that is 228. So now we have here 80 into 7.50 plus 84 into 10.50 plus 64 into x3 whole divided by 228. Now here they have given the value as 8.50. So we'll substitute 8.50. So solving this, we'll get 1938 is equal to 1482 plus 64x3. Now x3 will be equal to the difference of these two, 456 divided by 64. This is equal to 7.125. So therefore, the cost of all 64 books is rupees 7.125 per unit. Next question. Of a number of persons donating to a charity, 10 persons gave rupees 99 each, 25 gave 50, 33 gave 25, 46 gave 10 and the rest gave 5. It was found that the average donation is 20. How many donors are there? So the average donation is given. Now let's calculate x1, n1. So now 10 persons gave 99 rupees. Next we have 25 persons who gave 50 rupees. Next we have 33 persons who gave 25 rupees. Next we have 46 persons who gave 10 rupees. And the rest, that is n5, we don't know. They have given 5 rupees. Now using the combined average, so we have x1 n1, that is 99 into 10 plus 50 into 25 plus 25 into 33 plus 10 into 46 plus 5 into, let me consider this value as x, whole divided by the total number of persons, 10 plus 25 plus 33 plus 46 plus x. So which will be equal to 114 plus x. Now this is given 20. So solving this, we'll get here 3525 plus x whole divided by 114 plus x. Now multiplying here, we will get 2280x plus 20x is equal to, so this is 5x here, 3525 plus 5x. So 20 minus 5 becomes 15x and the difference in the value will be equal to 1245. So x is equal to 1245 divided by 15. So x is equal to 83. So now they have asked us to find the number of donors. So the number of donors is 114 plus x. So therefore this is 114 plus 83, which is equal to 197. Next question. Rajahamsa bus covers the distance of 360 km between Bengaluru and Chennai in 5 hours 45 minutes with a stoppage of 10 minutes for coffee and tiffin and a stoppage of 3 minutes at Banneraghatta bus stop and 2 stoppages of 5 minutes each at Hosur and Dharmapuri bus stop respectively. What is the average speed of the bus? So we know that speed is always total distance by total time. Now the total distance is given, so that is total distance or the average distance is 360 km. Now we need to calculate the average time. So which is equal to, the average time is 5 hours 45 minutes. But there is a stoppage in between the two destinations. So we need to subtract them. So minus 10, minus 3, minus 2 into 5. So 5 hours 45 minutes when you convert it into minutes. So this is equal to 345 minus 10, 10, 3 which is minus 23. So this is equal to 322. So now here this is given in the form of 322 minutes. To convert this in hours, it is 322 by 60 hours. Then we need to calculate the average speed. So average speed is equal to total distance covered by the average time. So that is 322 divided by 36, which is 360 into 60 divided by 322. So this is equal to 67.08. Since we are talking about the speed, the unit is given in terms of kilometer per hour. So in this session, we have learnt about the application of averages in various situations. I'll meet you in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, and keep exploring. Thank you.